Hello everyone. The population of organisms has a well-defined place in nature. That is, the organisms cope up with their habitat, reproduce, and thus their species survive. And through reproduction, they produce new organism of same body design which is suitable for the same niche. Now, there is a problem here. What if that ecosystem changes? The temperature may go up or down. The water level may change. Well, in such cases, animals that cannot adapt to changes will perish. And that's why many species have vanished from Earth. And hence, dinosaurs, woolly mammoths are called extinct animals. But there can be a few organisms with little variation. They can cope up with the new environment and thus survive. So, how come some animals turn out to be little different, causing variation? Let us see. We already know the chromosomes in the nucleus of a cell contain information for inheritance of features from parents to next generation in form of DNA molecules, where DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. The DNA in the cell nucleus is the information source for making proteins. Now, if this information is changed, different proteins will be made, and different proteins will eventually lead to altered body designs or some other new features. DNA is a very complex structure and no biochemical process is 100% accurate in cloning such a complex structure. So, we can expect little variation each time. Now, a little change in DNA can cause such drastic change that the cell won't even survive. Sometimes, that little change leads to not so drastic change and hence gets accepted. So, a copy of DNA is similar but not 100% identical. Thus, this inbuilt tendency of variation sometimes aids organisms in coping up with the changing environment and it leads to evolution. So, we can say variation is very useful for the survival of species over time. We already know how simple and convenient asexual reproduction is. If any planarian or hydra is somehow cut or broken into pieces, then many of these pieces will grow into separate individual organisms. This is called regeneration. Though DNA copy is not 100% accurate, it is precise enough to make generation of new variation a fairly slow process, and sexual reproduction can make this process faster. In sexual reproduction, a male and a female gamete fuse to form a zygote, and variations acquired through DNA copy from two different individuals is passed on to a single organism. Thus, variations from two different organisms would thus create a new combination of variants. Now, if DNA from two individuals combine, the number of DNA would be doubled in the new cell. In this case, the outcome would be catastrophic only. That is, either birth of a completely new organism would be there or the new cell won't even survive. But this doesn't happen. Why? This is because the multicellular organisms that rely on sexual reproduction have gametes which have only half the number of chromosomes and half the amount of DNA as compared to the non-reproductive body cells. And that is why the male and the female gametes in human beings have only 23 chromosomes, though all other body cells have 46 chromosomes. So, when a male and a female gamete merges, the zygote gets 46 chromosomes, 23 from male and 23 from female. So that was all about variation and reproduction. Bye bye.